We're gonna do a song that you never heard before.
The volume.
Here they come and get wicked. Here we go again.
He's Kennedy, my brother from another mother.
What's going on, man?
Hey man, you know what? I was kind of saddened here the other day, man. So on over the weekend, man, I get a text message from the homie Ben. Shout out to my boy Ben, the Fresh 8 boss. And he says, "Hey, yo, did you hear about the homie Pat Stay?" And I was sad to hear that Pat Stay was killed over the weekend. He had got stabbed, bro. And Pat Stay, rapper from Canada, battle rapper from Canada, though, man. And he was one of the he was the sucker free boss. And I like Pat Stay a lot, though, man, just because he was one of the King of the Dot battle rappers that really started to kind of cross over to like the URL world, right? The smack battle rap is like the more street stuff, right? And so the King of the Dot, it's not that it's not street, it's just it ain't street like URL. Well, Pat Stay was like one of those guys, though, man, that you know kind of transitioned to where he had that kind of respect on the URL platform, though, man. But it was a crazy time for battle rap, man, just because battle rap, the battle rap community and culture it's a small culture still. Like there's the you got to really know it and follow along with it to understand the impact of that. But you don't see these kind of things happen like that, though, man. So it's a big kind of crazy thing that the homie Pat Stay passed away, though, man.
Yeah, sorry to hear that, bro.
Yeah.
No real easy way to transition out of that. So let's just go ahead and hit that music and then we'll start it off right.
Let's do it.
It doesn't matter what your name is.
Slash Brothers Podcast, the greatest podcast of all time. The Slash Brothers Podcast, the greatest podcast.
If you
of all time.
smell what the rock.
The Slash Brothers Podcast, the greatest podcast of all time.
Listen, if you haven't already, be sure to like and subscribe to the Slash Brothers YouTube and Facebook pages. We are live on both platforms at the same time every Tuesday and Friday. Ace Kennedy. We got a lot of stuff to talk about. I don't even know where to begin.
Let's just start out with something crazy. Let's talk about this Pat Bev and Russ, bro. So we see the dap up today.
Yeah,
we saw the dap up. It's really excuse me. It's really starting to look like Russ is a mainstay at the Lakers. He ain't going.
You think that's what that means?
At this point, man, you know, I keep seeing, you know, Mike Conley going to the Lakers.
Ooh.
You know, I know that they're working behind the scenes to try to get something done, but at this point, I just don't know. Like, unless you just saying, look, we just trying to get from up under this contract. Okay, that's one thing. But we ain't fixing to go into a whole big thing. I'm not finna sit up and have an argument about, you know, who fault it was for last year. The point is the team for this year, right? Who do they think is gonna be the best version for the Lakers? Now that you got LeBron on for what, 2 more years or whatever?
Yeah.
So
It
But
got to be something though. You are basically there dapping up your sworn enemy, basically though, bro.
yeah, you about to be teammates, bro.
I
So
don't
you going to battle
listen.
together.
I listen. I'm
And this is
a
the
keep it 1,000.
this
I
is the
don't think
dude
that
that
Russ.
caused you. This is the dude that caused you to be out because he clipped your knee, bro. Like
Russ
almost took
don't
your
rock with him,
livelihood.
bro. I can appreciate the professionalism, but
Yeah.
Russ ain't rocking with him. There's
But
no way.
that's exact. So this is what I'm talking about, right? When people was like, "Oh, they brought in Pat Veb," so that's the instant like Russ is out of there, and I'm thinking like Russell Westbrook is a professional.
I'm not gonna cap though. If the Lakers were able, because this is my thing. I don't think that anywhere were this is the dilemma. This is what I don't want to see happen to Russ, right? What I don't want to see happen to Russ is that Russ is basically there. Everybody says that if he gets traded, right? If he gets traded, the hope is that he would be bought out, right? Which would mean that Russ is scheduled to make 46, 47, 49, I don't know, it's high 40s, $1 million. And the rumor has always been, Russ, that I want all my money. I can't be mad at wanting all your coins, right?
That's what you signed up for.
Yeah, that's what that was when I signed this contract. I wanted all the pennies from every single coin from it. Shout out to the homie Ira also checking in also in the comments, by the way, and the boy Courtney, by the way. But listen, if you Russ and you say that, right? So then I think that kind of holds up the possibility of where you would get traded. Now, with that being said, what I don't want to see happen to Russ, I don't want to see him get John Wall, bro, to where they work out a deal to get him up out of there. And then he just basically says, "Nah, I'm not gonna buy out nothing." And they say, "Well, you got to just go ahead and stay at home, then, bro." And then you have Russ basically miss out the season because here's my thing, right? I saw that there was a rumor that them talking about Mike Conley Jr. as well. Which I'm gonna be completely honest. If you're the Lakers, I think you do it. But I think that even with that said, though, when you trade Mike Conley to the Utah Jazz, who just signed Colin Sexton to a nice little deal, and I think that when you basically are saying I'm building toward the future, I think that you only look at Russ as that expiring contract that they typically do for those kind of players. And so if Russ still says, "Nah, I'm still that dude. I still want to get these minutes in, and not just that, I still want all my money." I can see a situation where he just doesn't play, and I don't want to see that happen to him, though, bro.
Yeah, it's one of those things too. I think Russ definitely has stuff still in the tank. And here's the good thing for Russ. He has two people on his team. The two people on his team that he needs. He has Jeannie Buss on his team, and he has Ham on his team.
I don't think he has Jeannie Buss on his team.
So you just thought what she said was lip service?
I thought it was all lip service, bro. I thought that she was only saying that to talk. Like I think that what she was doing, bro. I think Jeannie Buss was just basically saying he's not a bad guy. He's not what y'all are saying, and that might be true. But I think at the same time, though, something doesn't mesh well. And I think it's easy to make Russ the fall guy, considering, right, that when the Lakers, maybe their team looked differently, right? But they just won a championship 2 years ago. So I think that she is basically polishing up Russ with the intent of people who are possible suitors. I think that that's all. It's lip service. And I don't think that she thinks that he's a bad guy. I think she might. I think it's all lip service, though, bro. Yeah,
Well,
Jarwin Ham might be differently. I think that he might believe it.
I think he just was like, "Look, I want to do something with Russ that y'all boys ain't never like. Y'all keep talking about Russ this, Russ that, but I'm gonna show you that I can do something with Russ." Like,
I don't doubt that, but I think Jeannie Buss all lip service.
I don't agree with that. I think if anything, it's what's his name? Who's the what's the old boy name? The president of basketball operations?
Oh my gosh,
I can't think of his name. I think he doesn't want Russ. Like, I think he been the one out there making the phone calls or whatever. But whatever. But sticking with the NBA, bro. What's going on with this Nick Cannon NBA young boy?
Oh no, this is different. This is different. Oh my gosh, that is hilarious. I thought there was one other thing too that we got to save too to talk about NBA, and it's the Lakers. But
Okay.
it's funny though, man, because I saw that somebody said that Nick Cannon was trending again after having had, he was trending before for his 10 kids, right? Just had
Yeah.
the 10 kids. NBA Youngboy said, listen, you got some competition out here. So NBA Youngboy apparently just welcomed his 10th kid. Now listen, NBA Youngboy might just go down and top Nick Cannon because NBA Youngboy is still pretty. He's a young boy, like literally, no pun intended. But NBA Youngboy gotta be, and he can't be 24. He is. Let me see something here. NBA Youngboy is 22 years old, bro. 22. Now Nick Cannon is 42, I think, and 40 something, and he has his 10 kids. Young boy is out here saying, "No, I
Oh, my bro.
hold my beer. Let me show you how to do this here, man. Listen, bro.
You like that transition though, right?
So Nick Cannon is trending for his 10 kid because I think that Nick Cannon may have found his nemesis, bro. And I think that listen, time permitted, I think young boy, he is on pace to very easily top Nick Cannon, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he doesn't get. I listen. Here's the funny thing, though. Even with that said, though, bro, I still don't hear anybody talking down on NBA YoungBoy like they do with Future. So, I don't know. YoungBoy, I don't know, bro. And you know what's crazy though, man? Speaking of YoungBoy, I listened to NBA YoungBoy. I listened to NBA YoungBoy for the first time. I meant to tell you, I listened to NBA YoungBoy for the first time on last Thursday, right?
You got me beat because I ain't listened to it yet.
Oh my god! So listen, so this is the thing that I think that was funny. I don't know how. I no. I told you we at the park hooping the week before, right? And one of the young cats on my team, he got his ear pod on, right? And he is out here balling, right? He is hooping. And I'm talking about we playing this game, and he on my team. And usually when he plays on my team, his shot just don't drop. This day he's dropping. I mean, we played at 12. He must have had 10, and 4 of them was like threes, right? So somebody else on that's his age, your boy said, damn, what you listening to in your iPod, bro? You must be playing that young boy. So I was like, do NBA young boy turn you up like that? So then I busted out laughing, and I said, let me go ahead and check out young boy. So this is what's funny. I've heard them at some point talk about young boy and NLE Chopper, who I've never heard as well. I've only heard that Landon has listened to NLE Chopper, right? But I've always heard people say, yo, that boy NLE Chopper want to be NBA YoungBoy so bad, right? And so I think it's because people say that he's kind of jacking YoungBoy's style and flow and all this other stuff. And listen to the two of them though, bro. And maybe it's an unpopular opinion though, bro, amongst the young, not the Lils, but all the alphabet rappers that got the something in front of the 3 letters in front of their name. I think I like NLE Chopper a little bit better than YoungBoy though, bro. And I gotta tell, I was meant to tell the young boys at the court when I go up there, like, yeah, y'all like YoungBoy. I think I like. So they looking like, they gonna be like, oh, you rocking with the ops. No, nobody rock with NLE. But yo, it was funny though, man, because yeah, NLE Chopper makes pretty good music. Now YoungBoy does make pretty good music for the younger dudes out there, but I can totally see why. I think that they said like YoungBoy was. We talked about it briefly. I think that he was about to sign like a $60-some million deal with Cash Money or something like that, though, man. And I after listening to him though, bro, I was like, okay, I can see why. I can see why for him to be as young as he is and to have put out the amount of music that he puts out and volume wise and the numbers that he's done, I can totally see that, yeah, he's very much well worth the 60. But then at the same time, it's like that set the precedent because now you got those NLE choppers and the other worlds and those other guys that's around that same age, same little, sector of music. All of them boys is gonna be about to come up on these new deals though, man.
Yeah.
But anyway, though, NBA young boy, he's been trending though. He got them 10 kids. I think that it's 10. I hope it. I don't know if it's 9 or what, but he got a bunch of kids. That boy ain't got no pullout game. At that point, I guess maybe he's just not. You gotta not even be trying though, right? 10.
Yeah, you can't be trying, bro.
10. That means you shooting up the club early and often.
Right.
Oh my gosh.
Yo, man, what's going on with T.I. son, bro?
Oh my gosh, listen, man. So this is the funny thing about T.I.'s youngest son, King, because he has T.I.'s oldest son, Damani. I like him. He can rap very well, very underrated. I think it's just he doesn't ride anybody's cosign. He doesn't even ride. He could have very easily signed a Grand Hustle, but he kind of does his own thing. But I think that the one thing that has always been interesting about King, even if you go back and you watch like the reality TV shows and everything like that, people used to always say, yo, King just looked like he did his ass whoop, bro. Like seriously, dude. And then it just seems like as he's gotten older and become a rapper, he's been more and more in the headlines, but not for anything that's been very not positive. I haven't seen anything where somebody's talked up and stuff. But what's crazy about this though, bro, is that, the last time I saw something that popped up with King, he was talking crazy to some dude up in Waffle House, right?
Yep, I remember that.
Now listen, I don't know about you. I've seen several fights, right, of Waffle House employees against patrons. I've never seen anybody from Waffle House lose a fight, bro. Like it seems like when you go and you get your your training manual and they onboard you, you taking that class on them hands because it seems like everybody that works at Waffle House is undefeated.
Except for when they fight each other.
Maybe when they fight each other, you know what I'm saying? But when you get that onboard packet, you know what I'm saying, that comes with them the something on them hands. Are you watching?
And they don't stop cooking while the fight going on.
They don't stop cooking. They still got to serve them meat. They got to listen. They got to get them hash browns ready though, bro. So apparently King is talking real spicy to this dude because he had pickles on his sandwich and he was talking real crazy. And you know what I'm saying? King was talking this, that, the other. And before you know it, you know what I'm saying? This dude runs up on him. It sounds like he put them hands on King, right? And then King was talking this, that, and the other. Like, yo, I got these people on the way. I got this, that, and the other. They about to pull up with the sticks. They about to blah, 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 blah. And so it's just like now, fast forward, he gets arrested for some speeding ticket, traffic violations or whatever. But it's just kind of funny to me though, man, because I mean, to everybody's comment is that King seems like he's really playing gangster. Like, bro, you know, your dad's a rapper. You grew up in a very affluent neighborhood in Metro Atlanta. You went to great schools all your life, and you out here going, what's the movie? Malibu.
I know what you're talking about. I can't think of the.
You know what I'm talking about? But everybody's like, yo, you basically out here CB4 in this thing. Like, bro, this can't be you. And here it is. He's 18 years old. And so he's like, people are saying 17. So it's like, if you're 17 years old and you've been raised in a very coddled, there's like Malibu's Most Wanted. Thank you. But how are you that, right? And so of course T.I. commented because he was like, hey, people keep hitting me up in my DM telling me that you need to get your kid, blah, 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 blah. And he basically says, hey, you know, I've already had these conversations with him. And at the end of the day, I've already told him that there ain't nothing that nobody else could do. This is gonna be all on you. You on a path to go to jail, though, bro. But is that he's knocking on 18. I think that, bro, he's 17 or 18, but he's on that path. And my thing that my question to you, as a parent of many, at what point is it that you say I'm falling back and I'm letting you then decide you want to live your life however you want to do it? I'm going to allow that, even at the detriment and at the consequence of jail or something like that.
18. Now,
18.
granted, the difference, right, is because he has a little bit more money and can afford to do things differently than my kids could move around. You know what I'm saying? So, but at the same time, I am definitely one of I've done my job and I'm gonna let you find out things. I will give you advice and give you all the tools that you need. But when you choose, like once you have those tools and those things, and then you still choose to do you, nah, I can't because it's like you gotta find out the hard way that things ain't gonna go the way you think it's gonna go.
Wait,
You know,
he's so he's 18 now. He is 18 this year.
this year, when though?
Oh, August. He would have turned 18 like last month.
Okay. Well,
Yeah,
then
but you out here making grown man decisions.
so you gonna have them grown up
You
consequences.
yeah.
Listen, I've told both of my boys that. I've told them, like, bro, nah. You've had the tools and the training. And if you want to go out here and do you and think that consequences don't follow you from the decisions you make, that's on you.
That's tough, man.
It is
That's
tough.
a
It's
tough
tough, but
thing
what
to
are you gonna
watch.
do? You can't help somebody that don't want to be helped, right? And
Yeah.
at some point in time, you have to let somebody bump. You have a hard head would make a soft ass, is what I was told.
Yeah. He like I said, I've seen there are there are videos of him. There's some videos of him getting jumped. There's videos of him he's always about to get, and everybody be like, bro, why are you always like on 10 like that? Like he's either got into fights where I've never seen him winning these, right? But
Right.
it's just on top of that, though, it's like, bro, like you know how somebody is like it's funny because I laugh like you know how somebody be like, oh yeah, I should have like we had this guy that I play basketball with, right? And he got all these hops, but he never dunks on anybody. He always said, oh, I should have dunked on him. I'm like, bro, you the most almost always should have, I could have, whatever. Like he is that. Like always is about to do something, though, bro. It's crazy. I don't know, man.
Yeah. What about you, bro? You got a young king over there. What you
Listen,
doing?
man, it's a tough conversation, though, bro. And I'm gonna be honest with you. I want to have my guy live his life, but at the same time, though, man, I gotta start having that conversation with him before. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right, but at what age though is you gonna let him then like because I'm sure you're going to have that conversation, but when you gonna let him like grow up and be like, all right, listen, I've given you everything and I've tried to do when
16, 16 probably. Like,
well
listen,
see full disclosure, right? Me and Deuce kind of got into something. I won't go into all the details, but we kind of had a little thing, and I remember having him talk to some people, and things changed. And then once he got out on his own, his whole mentality changed because it was like I didn't see it the way that I didn't see it then what you were trying to do for me, right? But we had that moment to where it was looking bad.
my thing is this. I my thing is this. The one thing that I want to make very clear to my son, right? You are privileged, right? And I know that you're privileged because that's what I work for, right? I worked hard for you to be privileged. So I need for you to understand that first and foremost. And the reason why, if you don't feel like you're privileged, is because all you know is this, right? All you know is I'm not saying that I'm we not millionaires, right? Slipping Away is doing numbers, right? The Bel Air 2 live from 1999 is doing numbers, and the Bel Air 3 is on the way. But at the same time, I still have a regular job though, right? We ain't quit yet. We ain't quit the regular job yet though. But at the same time, you got to understand though, man, that I would want my son to understand that you're living a life that I would have never been able to dream of, right? I've never would ever have dreamed this on up.
Right.
And so
He don't know the when the first time you got your first pair of Jordans.
you don't know. He don't know that at all, right? Like, come on, bro. You stepping out. You almost coming out the womb in Jordan zone out here, though, bro. So I'm just sitting here thinking, like, I don't know though, man, that I could that I would. I don't, who knows what conversations T.I.'s had with his son, right? But I think that I just don't know that I could just sit there and not say anything after I'm seeing him have incident after incident after incident. Like, bruh, like, do you know how disrespectful that is to me, right? And what I've done, right? Not the sacrifices, right? Because I think at the end of the day, it's he didn't decide to be here, right? But even more than that, though, right? Like, I wanted you to be here, right? So I'm not going to tell you about the sacrifices that I've made, right? But I'm just telling you that the decisions that I've made because of you, right? Like, I plan my life around you, and so for you to do this and get out of pocket, like, that's disrespectful to me. That's disrespectful to your mom. That's disrespectful to my mom, who had to sacrifice to put me in a position. Now I did certain things for you, and it's that trickle down that, I'm like, nah. So I think that the reason why I say about 16 is that I think that I would have conversations along the way, right? But I think at 16 is when I'm willing to say, all right, I'm gonna be more hands off and say, I've given you the game, right? I've given you the comforts of privilege, right? And I've given you everything that I think that you could possibly need at this point. And if you decide that you want to start doing grown man things and making grown man decisions, or playing stupid games and getting stupid prizes come along with that. So
Right.
I don't know. I think 16 is a roundabout number, and I would say 18, but I think that having that conversation, or taking the not taking the leash off, but taking the reins off at 18, that seems like that's too late. It could be too late. Everybody's not built for that conversation then, and maybe mine isn't built for it at 16. But I feel like having recognized it along the way, 16 is when I got to have that conversation, right? The conversation that I would have right along with him of the police conversation, right? Like, 16, you might be able to drive. You privileged kids, so you might have a car at 16. So it's like, right when I'm having those conversations is when I feel like that I got to have that conversation as well, though.
I get that.
Yeah. So I don't know, but everybody's household is different. But I've never seen him. You know what I'm saying? I've never seen anything come out of him being in the news that was positive, though, bro. And that's the bad part about it.
Kanye back in it, bro.
Is he wrong this time, though?
No.
Talk
the
to
problem
me.
the problem is it's not that he's wrong this time. I may not agree with all the approach behind it, but he's not wrong in the messaging behind it. So he's got kind of a couple of different beefs going on. He's back at it again with Adidas. He had a couple of different issues with Adidas. Like, they've been having secret meetings without him. They've made a shoe very similar to his.
Two.
Yeah. And then they've also announced like Yeezy Day and created different colorways without his approval. They know how Kanye is, and I'm sure that was strictly put in his contract that these things needed to be done because of how he works, right? So that's that point. And then he's calling out like the CEO of Adidas and all of that. And he's a mogul that doesn't need Adidas. Is that a big chunk of his stuff? Yes.
I think he does need Adidas, bro.
I think at this point he doesn't. I'm not saying that you can just let that bag go, but I'm saying he's in the position to call somebody out and it won't affect him like it would us, right?
Yeah, I
If we
can't
have,
call out. I can't call out my company's CEO and then and
you
still
can't,
keep your job.
but even if you got a partnership tomorrow, right? You
I
can't
can't be out
call
here
out.
talking about Ace Kennedy and then think everything is cool tomorrow.
Well, this is the thing, right? I couldn't call out. I couldn't call out TuneCore until
Oh
I had
yeah,
DistroKid in the tub. You see what I'm saying? There was
yeah.
stuff I wanted to say about TuneCore that I couldn't. I didn't call any names until the deal was done.
But what
With
is
the
he? But what is he gonna? Okay, so what is he gonna do? Go to Reebok? Go back to? He already didn't go with Nike because he didn't want. Nike wasn't going to give him the creative control.
I guarantee you, he has the patent for stuff, right? So the thing that is different, right? So again, you're talking about Kanye, who's been through stuff with Nike. So when he set this new deal, there were certain parameters he has in place.
I just thought
So
about something. Do the Yeezy shoes have Adidas anywhere on the upper sole of it, anywhere around? I don't think so.
they don't, and they don't have the three stripes the same way. The stripes are there, but they're not in the
Not
same
as
way.
right, right,
So
right, right, right.
it's easily shifted. Like if he wanted to go anywhere else, if he owns the
He could take the
patent,
whole pad, take the whole
exactly,
shoe, and get
exactly,
Under Armour put on them.
100%.
Listen, if Kanye, listen, okay, let me ask you this though. Do you think if Kanye took the Yeezys to Under Armour, that Under Armour, because you think about that though, this is what I'm saying. Because a lot of Yeezy's net worth is tied to Yeezys, the shoe, and his deal with Adidas. So when you remove that, do you think that I think, yeah, if he took it to Nike, sure, I think he could. But do you think he could go to Puma and make Puma the new Nike? Because Puma's international as well.
They if he took it anywhere, his brand is big enough now that it would make enough media storm that people would support it. Like as much as people talk about Kanye like they almost did Trump, people were still buying Yeezys.
True.
So my thing is that that's one fight. Okay. Then he has another fight with Kim and the family. And so a lot of people are saying they don't necessarily agree with this fight because they're like, look, your kids are old enough now to be on the internet to see this stuff.
Yeah.
And I think Kanye is to a point like, listen, they might be able to see this stuff, but maybe they need to see what I'm going through to try to see them. Like you guys are shunning me out and not allowing me to see my kids or whatever. So yeah, I'm gonna throw a stink about it. And then he threw some blame on Chris. And then Ray J stepped in and said, nah, I agree with you on that because she did the same thing to me.
Listen, man, I think that this is the thing I think that's just different to me, right? This is the one thing I'll never understand. Let's see when he says that, right? I'll never understand how any guy would ever fix your mouth comfortably and say, she won't let me see my kids. Like, if you tell me that a judge won't let you see your kids, I respect that. But if you mean to tell me that your baby moms won't let you see your kids,
if the visitation is set up, because I mean, obviously we know he has the money.
right? But money aside, right? My thing is this though. All right, if you're saying if his beef is we have visitation, these are the days I have, these are the days that she has, and there are days that she has the kids that I want to see them that she won't. Then that I get that, right? That's a court order, right? But I'm being upset if you don't have any paperwork in place, regardless of how much money you have. There's no reason why any man should just be sitting here saying that a woman didn't let me see my kids, unless and not just that. If you're an endangerment to your kids, a court would decide that, right? But think about how that would sound, right? Think about how it would sound if a man had custody of his kids and some chick was like, "Yeah, he won't even let me see my kid. He won't let me see my son." Like, no. Like, if you want to see your kid, there are things there's a legal way to do it. There's a court way, but you don't just make that her decision. Like not just Kanye,
But I think some people who have that response, maybe they have some other legal issues going on that if
fix it. I'd rather get kicked in my nuts in Timberlands or high tech boots from Jodeci's video from them dancing in the desert with leather on than to have somebody sit there and tell me that I can't, that she won't let me see my kid, bro. Like, you mean to tell me that you've empowered some chick enough to where she has control over you seeing a kid that you father, that you're acting? No, bro, stop.
No. This is what I'm saying, right? A lot of the people that I know say that there's a reason why they can't get the laws involved in order to get the custody changed, is what I'm saying.
I get that.
So
I get that. But if you want to see your kids, you do what it takes.
Right. But if you go behind bars, you can't see them, period. So I understand what you're saying.
Take care of that. That's what my thing is that take care of that, right?
Charles, that's not as easy as just saying take care of that. That's what I'm talking about. The people who I'm talking about, there is a reason why they cannot bring that type of heat towards them trying to see their kids. Again, we talking about this whole privilege thing. You and I ain't built for that.
No, that's listen. I don't listen. Okay, so I don't do those things that endanger my relationship with my son like that.
Right.
But this is my thing though. That's the thing about it. It's important to me to be able to see my son.
It is.
So I'm not going to do things.
Let me ask you this. So you're trying to tell me that people that are out there making ends meet, that just because they're out there trying to make ends meet and it may not be in the most appropriate way, that means that they don't care about their kids? That's what you're saying?
That's not what I'm saying. What I am saying though, regardless of how you make your money, right? If you're telling me that you got open cases, if you think you got whatever the case is, and we talking about it, you can address those things, right? And your ability to see your kid is something that's totally different. That's something that if you have how you get your money and the end result is determined by a judge. If you're afraid of being behind bars and or somebody making that decision, like, you address that piece of it. And then once you address that piece of it, then you address the piece about having it. Like, to me, I guess what I'm saying is that one thing doesn't mean the other to me. I think that you can.
And this is coming from somebody who has not had a custody issue.
No, I've never had a custody issue.
Okay, so I'm telling you, for somebody who has had custody stuff,
right.
I know what people go through in order to be. It's not that easy to just say you got to handle this part first. I'm
gonna tell you what you do. You find somebody who sell drugs.
Mm-hmm.
You get a couple keys. Mm-hmm. You plant the keys in the spare tire hub of a car. She say you can't have your kids and she tripping. Mm-hmm. Call the police, tell them that she riding dirty with your kids. You go ahead. Stop playing with me, bro.
That's how you solve it right there.
There you go. Put some weed in a car. Call the police, tell her that she riding dirty with your kids. Now, your kid might be jammed up for a whole minute, but guess what? You coming to get them kids though, bro. Right. Problem solved. But you don't let her determine when you can see your kids though, bro. That's not for her to determine. And even the flip side of it. If you're a guy, if you're a female who don't have custody of your kid, that's not for your ex to determine when you can see your kid. If a judge says I can't see my kid, but one weekend, every weekend, that's one thing. And if your complaint is that no, I'm good with my kid, I should be able to see them more during the week, then you address that with a court or a judge. But you can't just sit there and say I'm going to allow her, who, unless she has full custody of your kids. Like, no, like, stop it. Like, no. Put the keys in a trunk, call the police, tell them that she's riding dirty, and lock her on up.
That's it, bro.
Speaking of kids, bro, what's going on with this Tiffany Haddish, Aries Spears?
Listen,
I listen, bro. I don't know how Tiffany Haddish bounces back from this though, bro.
so from what I've gathered, she is basically there's an allegation that um, one or two kids from back in the day
Mhm.
that they said something like there was a skit that I guess Tiffany Haddish before she was this Tiffany Haddish and Aries Spears was doing, and apparently they wanted to use these kids in this particular skit. Now, what's wild about this though, bro, is I believe that it's called "In the Mind of a Pedophile," right?
Mhm.
Now, I think that surely now this isn't something that would ever fly today, but I think that this was something that was done 10 plus years ago, if I'm not mistaken.
Mhm.
And from what I've gathered, is that the idea behind this is that she is pretending that this girl is hers and she's dropping them off to stay with somebody who apparently is like a pedophile or somebody like that. And so you see her dropping this kid off, and it's supposedly meant in fun, right?
It's a skit.
It's a
It
skit.
is a skit.
It is a
He
skit.
is
It's
a
a joke.
comedian. He is a comedian.
Yeah, yeah. But what's crazy about it though is that these kids are basically saying, "Oh, you know what? Some of this wasn't necessarily a skit. That it was that there was. I don't know if they actually said no. They felt like they were sexually assaulted or
No.
whatever.
Okay, so here it is. The older sibling of the because basically this is a family friend that Tiffany
Hmm.
and the mom were cool, right? So the older daughter is speaking out now saying that they trusted her and that they were told it was supposed to be like a Subway commercial. And so it was all, that's how it was explained to them. And that, basically that the kid got taken advantage of because of the relationship that they had with their mom. So they're just now speaking up about it now. So it's just like it's to me, it's kind of like the cancel culture thing of something that happened years ago that you bring it up now that this person is well off. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Because I could easily, and again, I don't know the situation. We talking about it just homeboy to homeboy, right? I could easily see where it's like they asked for some money, Tiffany said no, and then
Mm.
it's like, oh, what about this stuff? You see what I'm saying? Um,
Something similar like that happened with George Foreman, where George Foreman is almost 60 something years old, and some people, some two females are basically alleged that he sexually assaulted them when he was like in his like 2021. So this would have happened. What is that? If he's 60 something now,
like
this would
40
have
some years
happened
ago.
in the 40 something years ago now. So you're talking about in the 70s, maybe 60s, basically.
And like you said, the skit, here's the thing. Comedians do skits all the time.
Yeah.
Saturday Night Live, Dave Chappelle's, all of that stuff. There are a lot of skits that would not fly now. It clearly was a skit, just like they said. And here's the thing: sometimes things are funny, sometimes things aren't. Tiffany finally responded. She said, listen, it looks bad. And she said, I regret even being a part of the skit. But that's about as all I can say right now because it's legal stuff going on. And I can't
Mm.
really comment on it because stuff is ongoing right now.
Yeah, yeah.
I do think that she can recover from this because this is something that happened in the past. Uh, and the thing is that, she, like I said, her being a comedian, it's different.
This is the crazy thing. Aries Smith is another person where every time I hear their news, every time I hear their name, it's never anything good, bro. Like
Yeah,
he said something. He recently said something about Lizzo, right?
right,
And,
right.
and listen, I thought that what he was saying about Lizzo kind of understood his point, though, right? But at the same time, it's like, bro, every time your name comes up, everybody's like, what now? And so it's just like at that point, you're attacking the messenger or not the messenger.
But here's the problem, right? This is why Aries Spears and stuff gets taken out of because he could have easily said that. And again, this is hindsight is 2020, right? He could have easily said that same joke just about a big woman. He didn't have to single out Lizzo, but you did. And so then you're upset because her fan base claps back. It's like at this point, it looks like you clout chasing because Lizzo's hot right now. And then, like, why are you worried about what she's doing? Like, just like how you talk about that, you got women that give you play and that you don't think you look bad or whatever like that. That's probably the same with some dude who is loving every bit of Lizzo.
Let me ask you this. This is a whole different. Let me see, because you're looking bad. This is okay. So listen, man. Got Texas out here looking bad, bro. So did you see? And I only see this because I'm like, damn, you know what? That boy Zero is on damn TMZ, right? And I listen. I'm not gonna lie. I thought that Zero, especially, was to some people. Shout out to the homeboy Mark. Mark knows everybody because Mark is somebody who is adamant that if he gave his top 5 all time, he might put Zero in his top 5 all time. And I know several people. My nephew said, "Yo, he basically said I grew up on Zero." Mind you, I'm not gonna say I'm not a Zero fan. I just never was rocking with his music like that tough.
I ain't never heard a single Zero song, bro.
Oh my gosh, though, bro. Oh my gosh. So I'm looking here and I'm seeing it everywhere, though, man. On Baller Alert, Shade Room, that I'm saying this weekend that 50 Cent has his little tycoon thing out in Houston, though, man. That apparently this boy Zero gets jumped, right? And so it's crazy because then all the details start to come on out about it. And apparently, though, man, this portrayed the truth and Zero for some time now. They've had, I don't know if nobody ever has said what their issues are.
Okay. It's not about Trey the Truth and Zero. It's about Zero and Trey's brother.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So basically, back in the day, I think it's like over 17 years ago from what Mark was saying. They had a show, okay? And they were at a Waffle House, a Denny's, or something, one of them breakfast spots, right? And somebody said they got into it with some people out there, and they got into it and they left, and the people called the laws and say, "Yo, they pulled guns on us," right? So this is the story that's coming from Zero. So they're headed to a show. And Trey's little brother is riding with him because he like, look, I want to smoke and drink, and Trey ain't trying to let me do that, so let me roll with y'all, right? And so he's like, well, you can roll, but at a certain point, the alcohol needs to be gone by this time. This is because we have to be straight doing whoop de whoop de whoop. Right. So they get pulled over. The cops pull them over, and they talk to Zero first, and he's like, yo, I got a little bit of weed on me, but that's about it. And I guess they go to the other side and there's an open container or whatever. And so they ask Trey's brother, like, yo, whose is this? He didn't want to fess up. And so, they all took the bid, basically. You know what I'm saying? And so that happened. And then, of course, the interview comes out with Scarface and them, and so now that the interview's out, then now Trey them comes up. And so according to Zero, he like, look, they called me over to the Sprinter. I'm over here thinking we gonna talk this out, see what's whoop. And next thing I know, boom, I'm hit, and then I'm getting kicked out. And of course, you saw the video, and they was stomping him out.
And listen, so this is the thing that's crazy to me, right? So when you said that it wasn't about Trey the Truth, but Trey the Truth basically made it seem like he have nothing. It was like they were shooting a fair one, but in this video, you see Trey the Truth getting some hits in, though, bro. He is swinging. He wasn't just observing. It wasn't like he was setting up somebody shooting a fair one.
It's almost like, though, he's trying to take it for his brother, so to speak, though.
No.
And here's the crazy part, right? when you watch the video from Scarface, them Zero ain't mentioning no names. He just said
He didn't
this.
say no names.
He didn't say no names, and he just said,
Respect.
"Listen, with the person who was the reason why I didn't tell the, obviously that's snitching, but then the person who stuff it is, that person is close to the family, so he's never been in a situation like he was kind of taking up for him, like, look, hey, that was his choice, and I'm not no snitch, so I went down with it, whoop de whoop de whoop. So it was just interesting that, like I said, my take on it is it should have been a conversation before any hands was thrown, and I don't feel like that was I don't think the opportunity presented itself.
This is my thing. Okay, so I see the thing that it made it sound like was that Trey walked up to Zero and said, "Hey, home, let's take this walk." And you walk around the corner and you got some goons, some henchmen over here ready to jump you.
Right.
That's the way it made. That's the way it
sounded. Yeah,
that's the way it sounded.
That's the way the video looked.
Yes. So, but the thing that got me the most is this, though, right? It's to me, it would be one thing if you went around this corner and you said, "Hey, bro, if you tell me coming around this corner, all right, you know what, brother, I don't know when Trey's brother got out of jail for this to be how long ago this was. Now, if he tell me he just got out of jail from that issue that you talk about, and he been sitting on this the whole time, and he was like, it ain't no talking. No, the only way we can resolve this is if I put these hands on him. Then I kind of
But did you watch the video Mark sent?
I did see it.
Okay, did you see Trey's brother talking about he been trying to square up with him for the longest?
Yes. So that's what I'm saying. Having a conversation wasn't going to do anything. But then here's the part that gets me. If you tell me, yo, we got to shoot this fair one, and then after that, it'll never be done. We never got to see each other, never got to talk, but I'll let you know that there won't be any more beef after we go ahead and do that. And if Zero goes around the corner under that understanding, right? Cool, I get it. But then it is the fact
but that's the thing, though. Trey's the one that called him over, though.
Right,
the beef
I get that.
was with his brother. So my thing is, if you saying like, look, this whole time his brother's been looking at him to square up with him, that's one thing. But if I'm the big brother and I'm calling you over, I'm thinking we're gonna have a conversation.
No. But what if I'm calling you over to tell you, hey, my bro is around the corner. He finally want to go ahead and shoot their hands with you, though, right?
But that's what I'm saying. That's what Zero is saying. That's not, because he said I didn't even know they was talking to me. He said I had to ask him, like, you talking to me? And he was like, yeah. He said, so okay, I walk around the corner again. If you people he ain't stupid, bro. You know the setup, bro. So
this is the bad part, right?
The bad part is that when it first happened, right?
Yeah,
people are just sitting here talking like, oh, this boy Zero just got whooped, and I'm just sitting here thinking like, okay, with all things considered, it wasn't as bad. And then consider that he got jumped. It's like, all right, at some point though, right? It's like, listen, I understand that you see some younger boys, and you talking about some younger boys throwing hands. Some young boys, yeah, they got some fighters, but you got 3 or 4 dudes on you with grown man strength, throwing grown man hands. That's a different pounding.
Yeah, and all he did was, look, I'm protecting my face. Let me just crouch down and I'm protecting.
If you got a little fluff on you, you can take them body shots. You can do this, but I'm not gonna come out here with the pop eyes and black eyes. Like, no, we're not doing that.
Right.
But the bad, I think the part that the bad part of everything, right, is that Trey tried to come out immediately after and say that wasn't true. It was a one-on-one, blah 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 blah. But then lo and behold, somebody who's there sold the footage to TMZ. Which here's the other thing too, though, right? Are you if you saying you're a street dude, if a street dude sells the footage to TMZ, and let's say they give him a bag for 50,000, right? Like, I don't know that I'm mad at him for selling the footage. Though. Are you?
Listen, here's the thing. If you said that it was a one-on-one thing, but the footage comes out that is, then I'm inclined not to believe anything you got to say about the whole situation.
Yes.
Because, so my thing is, I have to believe the account of Zero over
you. Said you didn't put a hand on him, and then the footage shows that you was out there throwing them things too, though, bro.
And this is my thing, though. This is the bad part, though, bro. His name is Trader Truth, and he lied. Like, isn't the irony in that, though, bro? Like, I don't think he even had to lie. Like, you was cool when you said it's a personal kind of family thing, whatever. Like, I don't know, bro. Like, but you can't be Trader Truth and lie, bro. Like,
So he
that's
just
the
gotta be
part.
Trey from now on.
He got to be just Trey, bro. But you can't be Trey the Truth, and then not that. I don't know, bro. But again, I don't know. I don't know all of the. I'm just saying. And so this was funny. So I'm sitting here. Some of the young cats. So like, yeah, takes what y'all boys out there doing out there Houston. Y'all got the old heads out there fighting. I said, listen. Y'all out
You
here,
the ambassador for the old
yeah,
head.
y'all out here, you the old head. Y'all got the old heads out here fighting. And I'm just like, but I just don't, I don't know, man. That's just crazy though, bro. It is wild crazy, man. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to side with Zero just based upon the information that I got at the present.
I think I'm siding with Zero. I think, listen, bro. Are you are you siding with Bow Wow on this here on these meet and greets?
100%, bro. 100%.
You got the Bow. You side with Bow Wow
Because here's the thing, right? The thing is that your name still brings the clout enough to where people are willing to purchase said meet and greet. And
does it? That's what people are saying. People are saying, listen, okay, so listen. If Chris Brown, who is actively hot right now, right? If Chris Brown tries, if he charges $1,000, what people are saying is like, Bow Wow, you was hot 15 years ago now, 20 years ago.
See, this is what people don't understand, right? You really gonna put Chris Brown's name in that when Chris Brown's album only did 75 in the first?
I get that.
Hold on, I'm not done. So the same logic, right, is this. He might have done 75 first week, but his concerts are selling out, right? So are Bow Wow's. So the thing is that he's only doing this for 10 fans. He also has tiers, right? He has like $150 tier. The biggest tier is the $1,000 tier, and people are paying to do it. So what I'm saying is, if you got people that's willing to pay to do it, why would he not charge?
Listen, man, I'm not gonna cap. I would charge $1,000 right now, though, man.
100%. What I'm saying is, bro,
what would be in your package? Listen, here's our thing. So I got two questions for you.
Right.
Two questions for you. First off, who would you pay $1,000 to meet? And they said their package to meet them is like 45 minutes to an hour that you're part of this interaction with. Who are you meeting that's alive for $1,000?
One thing I will say, that one of the deterrents that would deter me from doing it is because you're doing this with 9 other people. So you're not really getting like that.
Oh, so you're not doing it solo. You're not with him solo.
It's 10. It's 10. He's doing it for 10. Every city he goes to is for 10 fans. So you get the 30 to 45 minutes. It's like a tour behind stage.
But you're not with the other fans, though.
Yes, you are.
See, I don't know. See, I thought that it was just you get this.
No, it's 10. It's like 10 people get selected to be a part of this said meet and greet, right? And you 10 people get to go and do whoop to whoop to whoop. You get to
Does
go.
Does it include the tickets?
Yes. You get the tickets, you get to go to a pre-show party, you get a hoodie, you get a lanyard, you get to download the pictures and videos.
The tickets might cost you about $400 to $500 for good seats anyway.
I'm just saying, if people
so you might as well go ahead and drop another $5.
But
if I was performing at a lounge, I would still do $1,000 package, bro. If somebody wanted to say, "Hey man, I just want to rock with you, bro. You can come in my section."
Bro, that's 10 people. That's $10,000 every
per
city,
city,
right? And you're trying to tell me in 5-10 years that might not be the wave. And so what? Then what?
For $1,000, who do you want to meet? Who do you want to meet and greet?
Tank. I mean, I don't even understand why this was a conversation.
I should have asked you who else besides Tank.
I don't
Well,
know.
who else? If Tank was not doing this,
Usher,
Usher,
JT.
Because Chris Brown's experience, when you see the pictures from the Chris Brown's meet and greet, like his pictures make it, you would seem like these. If you were a fan, right?
Mm-hmm.
You can show this off to somebody and you can tell them that Chris Brown is your boyfriend.
Well,
look at these pictures. His pictures look very like given like he is all in on it though, bro.
Right. Well, here's the thing. So Sarah said Sierra and Beyonce. Here's my thing, right? I met Chris Brown for free, so I ain't paying no $1,000.
Okay.
So that ain't gonna happen. I don't know, bro. Outside of them, Jamie Foxx, I definitely would. Like I said, it's like Usher, Jamie Foxx, Tank, Justin Timberlake.
Listen, for my $1,000 package, you would be able to drive the Bel Air. You could take pictures on the Bel Air hood, though, bro. The Bel Air would be all it would be. Listen, man, we would do a photo shoot around the Bel Air.
Yes, we listen. I'm doing like with you and me. We doing a personal snap video, or on your IG live. Like
yes,
everything. You getting the whole thing. Like you getting. We taking pictures. We taking video. I'm sending shout outs, like birthday shout outs to your mama.
Absolutely,
like,
man.
Everything, whatever you want.
Absolutely. Whoever you want, whoever you need me to shout out in this 45-minute time that we doing.
Right. But the thing is, if it's 10 people though, right? Then you get a picture, a video, and one shout out. So like if you like, hey, can you talk to my mom? Or can you talk? Like it's got to be one person. It can't be like because I got 10 people that's got to fit in that space.
For my package though, bro, you can video call your mama and I can tell her my favorite. I would tell her my recipe for the collard greens, though, bro.
Yes, but that's what I'm saying though. It's you get to choose that one person though. So like, you know what I'm saying? There's one person that we can video chat. You can video, like we can do a video, like yo, I'm hanging with my boy Scott. You know what I'm saying? You get that, and then we can take a picture. So you get those three things. You get the hoodie. So yeah.
I think that for me though, man, I would say if I had $1,000, right, to just go, my $1,000, I would probably say that it would be either Jay-Z.
I was about to say Jay-Z is definitely on the list.
Jay-Z probably would be the number one person on my list.
Snoop is a good one, bro.
You know what's funny though, man? Snoop would be a good one.
Yeah.
Master P might be one.
Nah, I'm cool on Master P.
Other fellas that I would meet, but there would be one of them. But I would probably say though, bro, like Beyonce easily would be one that would.
I saw her for free, so I ain't paying for her either.
Yeah, Beyonce would be one. I'm gonna be honest with you as well. I think that Rihanna would be one on my list. Like these are you know what's funny though, man? For some reason though, man, I would feel like with Rihanna, like for some reason I would feel like I would be more starstruck than Beyonce, right? And part of that is because you know, it's like Beyonce has been around longer than Rihanna, and it's almost like, all right, we got a chance to see Beyonce build, and then take off. Whereas to Rihanna's always kind of seemed like she's been that Rihanna, and she's just gotten bigger. So I feel like I'd be more like in awe of Rihanna. And then so Rihanna, I'm gonna throw Megan Thee Stallion in there though, man. I'd feel stacked to see Megan though, bro.
See, yeah, okay, I can understand that.
I'll throw a stack out there for Megan though, man. That would be about it. Now I can talk about legends and things like that. You know what I'm saying? If we were talking about legends, I would go like Timberland would be somebody. That's Timberland.
That's what I'm saying. I saw him for free, so no, I'm cool on that.
Nah, man, but I'm talking about to be like I would to say no, man. This is $1,000. You know, let me tap into your creative process for music. Let me get into your
we
zone.
wasn't talking music. If we wasn't talking music, easily, The Rock and Kevin Hart.
Okay, no, it's about anybody. I mean, The Rock and Kevin Hart would be
Kevin
good.
Hart.
Yeah,
absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah. I can see that.
Yeah.
I mean, even with that, you know what's funny though, man? I don't even care to even see Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk. They don't even seem that interesting to me. I mean, it's like they just like I it's cool that you'd want to tap into their business acumen, but they don't seem like they're that interesting to me though, bro.
Right.
Oprah, maybe. I would pay $1,000 to meet Oprah though, bro.
I would pay $1,000 to see Tyler Perry.
I would. Oh my gosh. The Obamas. I mean, what can I say? I'd be remiss if I didn't say them.
Will Smith.
But Tyler Perry, though, I would definitely pay $1,000 to meet Tyler Perry, bro.
Yep. Will Smith, Barack, you right. Yeah.
Yeah. There are probably about 20 people that I'm not gonna cap that I would say, yeah, I would.
We should do that as the Slash Brothers question of the day. Who would you pay $1,000?
Who would you pay $1,000? I'm gonna post that on the page and
tomorrow.
on mine.
Put it on tomorrow. We can see
what people come up with. Before we get out of here, right? This is one thing I wanted to see if you damn paid attention to, bro. Did you see? I don't know how this even surfaced, but did you see this video that Harry Styles allegedly spat on Chris Pine, bro? So apparently there was Olivia Wilde was shooting some movie.
Yeah, their movie.
Yeah, they shot the movie and all them in there or whatever. And somehow Harry Styles in this clip, he is walking past Chris Pine, like to sit down, right? So he's walking past Olivia Wilde and Chris Pine, and somehow he sits down, and you see Chris Pine kind of like look like, did this clown just like spit on me? Like, what the hell? So then I was just like, no. So then they got somebody did a slow-mo of it. And you know what it looks like? It looks like that Rondo spit on Chris Brown. You know how Rondo did the little snake spit on him, right? And I think, and so this is the thing, I don't know if there was like any background to it, like if it was on purpose spit on you, though.
I don't think so, man, because they had an issue on that set. The original person who was supposed to play Harry Styles was Shia LaBeouf.
Yeah.
And he got fired from the project.
He said he quit. By the way, he said he quit.
Yeah, he got fired. He got fired. The thing is Harry Styles has been really working on his resume as far as getting these parts. I definitely don't think it was a purposeful thing.
Bruh. Listen, I'm watching this though, man, and it looks, bruh. I'm about to pull this video up, bro. I'm about to pull it on up again. Hold on. I'm just surprised. Listen, I'm just surprised because this is like, you know how when Chris Rock slapped Chris Rock got slapped for less. So I'm just sitting here thinking like, bro, Chris Pine gotta be either about, he got to be about not that life, right? Or he just really got to have that much resolve. Like, I'm not going to trip, but I'm just sitting here thinking like, bruh.
Which is all the more reason why I think it's an accident. I
don't know, Ace. Hold on, bro. Let me see something, man. So they say he was at a Venice Film Festival. Hold on. I'm just trying to say, I don't want to. Hold on, bro, because I'm pulling it on up now. Dang, hold on. Let's pull it on.
Why you pulling it on up? Did you see them videos I sent you of them chicks dancing to Tank song?
Oh yeah, I saw it. It was just okay.
That's because the viral ones ain't happened yet.
Hold on. Hold on. Oh no, sir, Ace. Hold on, bro. Hold on. I'm trying to figure out how to get this one on over to you to see, bro.
Bro, just put it in the private chat and I'll pull it up. Just copy the
Hold on. I'm about to do it right now, bro. Nah, I think I would have slapped the fire out of him. But Chris Brown, listen, Chris Brown ain't got nothing on me for that one there, bro. I mean, why do I keep talking about Chris Brown?
I don't know.
Will Smith ain't got nothing on me with this slap, bro. This boy, Mark said, I'd pay $1,000 to see the phone records of who all called Bo Burgess to give a scholarship. Boy, after they get information that he blew off. Boy, let me tell you. That would be a good one. All them hoopers that never got that look.
All right, let's see here. So we're gonna share the screen.
Let's do it. Let's see it.
All right, here we go. We want the sound on.
Let's do it.
Press conference today, she has had a falling out with the film star Florence Pugh. There might be a real feud happening between two of the film's other stars. After they hit the red carpet at the Venice Film Festival tonight, a moment was caught on camera inside the theater that has caused Twitter users to start an investigation. Now, I'm just going to let you watch the video first. Okay, so Harry Styles comes to take his seat beside Chris Pine. His mouth seems to go into an oval shape as he hovers over Chris. Then Chris stops clapping to look down at his pants, gets a look of bewilderment, and then smiles and laughs to himself, and Harry seems to be looking around and acknowledging other people. Twitter handle Max70J tweeted, Harry Styles appears to spit on Chris Pine. I won't sleep until I know the truth. And it appears as though 2 million and counting people are losing sleep over this as well. Look, I'm not saying they hate each other, and it seems like this is all done in jest.
All right, so we saw the video.
I would have knocked the fire on, bro. I'm talking about literally, bro. It looked like it was real, though, bro. It looked like that was intentional spit, though, bro.
I don't know, bro.
Listen, they would have said how you'd have messed up the possibility of us having a sequel to it, though, man. Whatever. It would have that whole thing would have gotten bro.
Yeah. Wow.
Harry Styles, there's no way somebody's gonna spit on me dressed like that, bro. Like what we talking about, dog?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, man.
Well, look, man, before we get out here, I gotta make this announcement. So for all my Oklahoma folks or anybody planning to come in town, on September the 23rd, I am performing at the State Fair, 5:30 to 6. Well, here's the thing. I'm giving away 3 pair of tickets. That is 6 tickets in total. 3 pair of tickets. So if you win, if you're one of the 3 people that win, you get 2 tickets. This is how this works. Basically, what you will do is share my post about the event. So I'm gonna put a flyer out. You'll share the post about my event. Number 2, you will screenshot proof that you have either downloaded or purchased one of my songs. Doesn't matter which one. A song, show me that you downloaded it, show me that you got it in your playlist, like something. Proof of that. And the third thing is to make sure that you're able to be at the event. If you can do those 3 things, I will do a live where I will pull the names of 3 people. That way you'll know that I'm not cheating, because I want to make sure that people can go to this event. And I'm giving away 3 pair of tickets to my show at the State Fair. So once you get done watching me sing, you got it to go to the fair on me. So 3 pair of tickets will be given away. Again, the 3 things: you will agree that you can be at the event, share the post, and also show me proof that you have downloaded one of my songs or purchased one of my songs, and that's it. Tickets on me.
Hey, let's get it then.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all good there. 3 pair, huh?
3 pair.
Hey,
3 lucky people are gonna get it, and they get
6
to bring
people total.
no. So 6 people, but I'm saying 3 people will win, and that
Okay.
person can bring somebody. You see what I'm saying?
Bet.
Yeah.
How much the tickets usually be going for the fair?
You know, and they spare no expense for the Slash Brothers account.
Okay. And listen, man, we just can't thank y'all enough for tuning in. If you watch the replay, be sure to comment though, man. Let us know, especially the 1,000. I gotta post that. Who do you want? Who would you pay $1,000 to meet and greet though, man?
For 30 to
Sports Channel,
45
for
minutes.
30 to 45 minutes. Let us know. Ace Kid, can we get that music?
It doesn't matter what your name
The
is.
Slash Brothers Podcast, the greatest podcast of all time. The Slash Brothers Podcast, the greatest.
Thank y'all for all the birthday shout outs.
Can you dig it, sucker?